Okay, so I'm going to be doing kind of an everyday glowy look. I get a lot of questions about how I do my makeup, so I thought it'd be a great time to, just show you a glimpse into my makeup routine. So the first thing I always go in with is a primer. I love this primer by Becca. It is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and this stuff is amazing. If you don't have it, definitely get it. It's just really soft. It gives you a really good glow. I just use about this much, not that much, and my hands are really clean, and then I just rub it all into my face. This is just a great way to hydrate your skin and to keep your makeup lasting all day. It just feels so good. Okay, so once you have that, I go in with a foundation. So I have been loving this Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal. It's a light coverage, but I find that it's just enough for myself. I have pretty good skin, so I like to keep it light. I usually just put like a strip on the side of my hand like that, and I just go in with a flat brush like this. I actually got these on Amazon and I really like them, but I am looking for new brushes. So if you have any favorites that aren't too expensive, please let me know. I looked on Sephora, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this in. I looked on Sephora and I did buy some new eyeshadow brushes, and I hope they're good. They were on clearance, but they had over 200 reviews, 4.5 stars. So I figure, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So I just swirl this in until it's all in my skin, and I always put my hair back when I do my makeup because it just gets in the way. Okay, so once that's all in, like that, don't forget the neck because you don't want like a strip there. Nobody wants that. So once that is all blended in, okay, I go ahead and go with some concealer. So I use 2 different kinds of concealers. I just recently purchased this one in the shade Light, and I really like it because, well, you twist it and it comes out, and it's really light on my eyes, and I have a problem under my eyes with it looking dry or having like those cracks under your eyes. Ugh, I hate that. So I'm going to go in with that first, and I'm just going to use this beauty blender. It's from Marshall's. I got a 3-pack for like $5. And I just kind of pat it in until it's all rubbed in. Sometimes I wet it, but since I get ready in my room and not in the bathroom, I usually don't wet it. Because that would involve me going to the bathroom, and in the morning, I don't have time for that. So when that's all blended in, it doesn't take long. I go in with the same brand. It's very well used, so it is rubbed off, but it is the same thing as this, just in a different shade. So it's an Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the Illuminator. It's just a brightener, and I like to put it right on top, and I find that it just brightens under my eyes a little bit more, which is what you want to go for because you don't want to look tired in the morning when you get to work or wherever you're going. So I just pat that in. And I have not been using powder during the summer because I find that I just don't love it in the summer. My face is kind of naturally a little bit more oily, so even when I use powder, it doesn't work. So that's blended in. Looks good. The next thing I do is I go in with a contour. So I picked up this NYX palette. I have been loving this shade for my contour, this one right here. I have tried this, and this is a highlight. It's not my favorite. I stick with this one. So I take a brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. These are like $3, and it's just kind of got a flat head like that. And I'll show you how I do it. So I take it and I just swipe, flip it over, swipe, so there's a good amount there. You can kind of see it. And with contour, I start at about the ear here and go just a little bit down like that, and then I blend it upward to create a nice shadow that way, like that. See how it's kind of more natural looking, and sometimes I go a little bit lower, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, swipe, swipe, and do the same thing on this side. So I go from the ear and just blend upward like that until it's how I want it. And of course you can do more, you can do less, you can skip this part, but I like the shadow that it gives. Oh girl, look at that shadow. Just makes you kind of look more like that, which is what I need because I don't have the most defined cheekbones. And then I'll take another little swipe and I'll do just around my face to frame it, just to give it a little more color in the summer, because I'm a little more tan on my body than I am on my face. Always use sunscreen on the face. You do not want premature wrinkles. And then I'll do a little bit on my nose like that. And I'll take a little bit more and I'll even define under my chin. Like that. The next thing I do is blush, and I love blush. I just ordered some new blush, so I'm excited to try that. But today I'm using this Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm so sad. When I first got this palette, I rested something on it and it was hot, and I took it off and it stuck. Boo. But this unfortunately is no longer available. But in my post about my top 5 beauty faves, I linked some things that are comparable to what's in this palette. So here's the palette. I'm going to first go in with this blush in the shade Amaretto and this blush in the shade Pamplemousse. And I just kind of mix them together. I'll show you what I do. I just take my brush and I just like swipe it across. And then I just dab off the excess. And I'm just going to go in and just kind of flick it up on my cheek. And I like a lot of blush. I always have. So I just kind of go in. If I need another swipe, I'll go into another swipe. Just to kind of get it up on my cheek. Yes. And I'll go ahead and do the other side. Like that. I like to mix the brown, especially in the summer, because it'll give you a little bit more of a tan look. Like that. And what I love about this palette is it also has the highlighter in it. Oh, this brush I meant to tell you, also an e.l.f. brush. I think this was $6, but I love the big head of it, and you can tell I use it for my blush always. So this is another great buy. And then I'm going to go in with the highlight. So I like to use this one, and this is the Champagne Pop, and you can get this at Sephora, just in a pan by itself. This is great. Wait till you see it. So I use this e.l.f. brush. I had been using like a fan brush for highlight, but I like this better. It's a little more precise, another e.l.f. So I just give it a little swirl, give it a tap, and I'll just go in like this. You can see it there. And I'll do the other side. Look at that highlight. So nice. And I love to do my nose, tip of my nose, and then I'll do a little more for the Cupid's bow here, and a little bit up here, and down here. So you get a nice, healthy glow there. And of course, by all means, do some more if you like it. But this is a great palette. Becca does really good products. So after, that's really it for my face. And I'll show you what I do for eyes. Super simple. I actually saw this from one of the bloggers I follow. Her name is Courtney Shields. She taught me this trick about using bronzer for your eyeshadow, and I use it all the time. It's a great look for summer, super easy. I take this brush, this is one of the brushes I got on Amazon, and I just swirl it into this Hoola bronzer, and this is actually a sample I got from Birchbox, and I have not had to purchase one. I've had this for 6 months, and look. So it's a really good product, and I'll definitely purchase it when I'm done. So I just take it and I kind of just go into the crease of my eye like that. And just rub it in. Nothing that glamorous. And then I'll take a little more for this eye. Oh, that was shaking the camera. Sorry. And then, guys, this is really sad. Don't judge me. So this was my first Becca highlight that I got in the shade Opal. And I love this. But I'm so sad because it shattered into a million pieces. But I am just not going to spend another $38 on a new one when I have a bunch here. Still works. So I just take the same brush I used to go in with the crease, and I just take a tiny bit. You only need a tiny bit. And then I'm just going to apply it right here to the lid of my eye. Like that. And a little bit under the brow, which I badly need to get done. Just ignore that fact. So after I do that, that's all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow. And I haven't even been wearing eyeliner lately because it's just been hot and it's just kind of running. So I'm going to go in and do my eyebrows. So I've been using this Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo, and I really like it. This side is a little like sponge with a little bit of color on it, and I'm just going to go in and just fill it in a tiny bit. And when I was at the beach on vacation, this is all I did for my brows, was just this powdery sponge part. So if you're on vacation, this is a great thing to bring. And then the other side is an actual pencil. And this I'll just fill in the rest of my brow with. And I don't go too heavy on the brows, only because I do color my hair, so it's a little bit lighter than my natural hair color. So I don't want to go too dark. I don't really have any special tricks for brows. I just kind of follow my natural shape like that. It just looks a lot more defined than when it's not filled in. If you haven't ever tried to fill in your brows, I think this is a great product to work with because it's not really heavy, it's not really thick. I always hate that one eyebrow is like a little bit different than the other, but if you do it too much, then it gets too dark and ugh. All right. Okay, so the last step is mascara. So I curl my eyelashes. This is just a curler I probably got at Target. Nothing fancy, just like that. I've been loving this L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara, and I get Blackest Black, and I do not get waterproof, only because I just feel like it applies differently. Anyone else think that? So I love mascara. I'm gonna go in with like 5 coats. So I just go ahead, apply it. And I feel like there's no right or wrong way to apply mascara. Everyone does it differently. I have to have my mouth open when I do it, apparently. And if it's really hot and I know I'm going to be sweaty, I will go in with a waterproof mascara on the bottom lashes, because I find that by the end of the day, I'll have like dark under here. You don't want that. So I just did the first coat. I count that as 1 coat. So I'm going to go in, do another one. I just love the way mascara makes you look instantly like put together, in my opinion. And then I'm going to do the bottom lashes. it's okay if you get some on your skin. Just wait until it is dry to wipe it off, or else it's gonna get everywhere. So that's the look. Really simple, really easy. I'll throw on one of my favorites. This is called Nude Lust. It is a Maybelline? Yes, it's a Maybelline lipstick. I'll just throw that on. It's a great way to finish it up. I love nudes. I'm trying to find the perfect pink, so let me know if you're my skin tone. I just find that pinks look so fake on me, but okay, so here it is. And you have a nice glowy look. You can see how glowy it is, and I definitely benefit that to this. This is my holy grail. Seriously, if you don't have it, try it. So thank you for watching. Of course, I'll leave everything in the comments below about all my beauty products that I've used in today's video. If you have any questions or would like to see something, please comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching.